Yes.
Can you see now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. Just a second, let it record. Sorry, there was some work going on actually at home, so that's the reason why. Yeah. So now the exchange rate between euro and US dollar is listed as 1 euro. To buy 1 euro, you have to pay. Just a second. To buy 1 euro, you need this many dollars. That's what the quote is given, and it will cost this much to buy 1 euro. And in that code is also given, it will cost a buyer to buy this much euros, $1. Okay, these kind of things are okay, Zarina. You can work out the second one we have already discussed. We'll move forward. I'm just giving you time to do this.
Done, sir.
Done? Okay, shall we move forward?
Done. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So this you should remember, fine. Currency trading on exchanges. Yeah, see, the people trade in currency even, like put, they bet on certain currencies like dollar, which is a very strong currency, because they expect, like in the real world, dollar has a lot of demand, so dollar would appreciate and they can gain from that appreciation. They can buy the dollar at cheaper price and sell at higher price. So foreign currency is traded for immediate delivery at spot exchange rate. On spot exchange rate, you can immediately exchange. Okay. For instance, the exchange rate between the British pound and the US dollar is quoted on the spot market as 1 GBP. You have to pay this much dollar, and thus it costs this much to buy 1 euro. Therefore, this many British pounds is equal to $1. Yeah, that you can do the indirect quote 1 by this you, and you can buy $1 for these many pounds. Okay, so large commercial banks all over the world. Where is my phone actually? Large commercial banks all over the world serve as intermediate. See, yeah, banks do this. They sell, they buy, and they give you a spread, that is called bid ask spread. That means they will buy at some price and they will sell the currency at another price. For example, if you go and ask the spread, For example, in India, if you ask a quote, so $1 they give you like this. For example, let's say 72 to 75. It's very simple. Like this is bid, this is ask. Okay, that means to buy. That means bank will buy $1 from you. Please understand. Please, like in other countries, there is like bid ask is the one which goes actually. So if see you have that, you know the concept, like when you buy a car from a showroom it costs you more, and when you sell the same car in the showroom they will pay you less price, correct? So like what happens when you go to the bank, they would buy $1 from you and they'll pay you 72 rupees. They'll buy $1 from you and they'll pay you 72 rupees for that. Okay, so the bank has bought $1 for 72 rupees and the $1 is with them now. Again, when you are going to United States, you want dollars. So when you go to bank, they will tell you to pay 75 rupees. Okay, and they'll give you $1. Okay, so like they bought for 72, sold for 75, and 3 rupees is what they made the profit. Okay, fine. This way the business goes for the bank. So you can read this para, it will explain the same concept. Determination of exchange rates. Exchange rates on foreign exchange markets are determined by market forces that are affected by the supply of and demand of course the market forces are the one who decides the prices of the currencies, because they show excessive demand for some currency which would make the currency to appreciate. For example, if Indians show a lot of demand for dollar, the dollar prices would go up or the dollar price would appreciate, and the rupee would depreciate in turn. Okay, so exchange rates are determined by the market are called floating exchange rates. Assume that the domestic currency is the US dollar and all other currencies are foreign currencies. If the foreigners want to buy more goods and services from US or make investments in US, they must buy more US dollars in order to pay the US suppliers for their purchases, isn't it? So yes, and that would appreciate the dollar value, and the other currency would depreciate. In the same way, if United States people want to buy other currency, why they want to buy other currency? Because they want to buy goods of other country. For example, I'll give a practical example. This is India, this is United States. Now what happens, suppose the Indian currency is nothing but a depreciating currency, so many people from United States wants to buy Indian goods. So what happens, they will show a lot of demand for rupee, and that will make the rupee to appreciate and the dollar would depreciate. Okay, in turn, if Indians want a lot of defense equipments from United States, see, if they want to buy agricultural products from us of 1 billion of some $1 billion, double to that is the defense exports they do to India. Okay, so because those are high tech equipments and such technological equipments whereby US has the monopoly, or US has the supremacy, I can say. So in that case, when Indians show a lot of demand for United States dollar, the rupee depreciates and the dollar appreciates. It's like demand and supply game. That's it. So you can see here quantity in US dollars and price of US dollars in foreign currency. So when the demand and supply they meet, that is the equilibrium point. Okay, the market forces buying and selling of the currencies would at some point of time bring the demand and supply in equilibrium. That may happen. Okay, so what is that they are saying? The demand curve shows the quantity of US dollars demanded by residents of other country. Okay, so demand, what is demand? Demand curve is always left to right downward sloping. So what happens, the demand curve shows the quantity of US dollars demanded by residents of other country. So US dollars is, excuse me, Yeah. So, let us discuss the demand curve shows quantity of US dollars demanded by residents of other countries. Suppose say Indians want US dollars. Let's say it has negative slope because as the price of US dollar increases, yes, as the price increases, the demand for US dollar decreases. Correct? As the US dollars become more costlier, as that's what the curve says. As a result, the quantity demand, so it is like as the price of US dollar decreases, so that's what, as the price, let's say is the price, I'll just put it here, as the price of the US dollar decreases, the demand for US dollar increases. Okay, for example, if price of US dollars, suppose if US dollars is available for, let's say, 70 rupees. Okay, so if the US dollars is available for 70 rupees, let's say $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. For 70 rupees, you will be ready to buy how many dollars? Yes. Or, okay, let's say 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. So, as the price is less, the quantity demand will be what, Zarina? 5. Correct or wrong? Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Now, as the price is increasing, the quantity demand would decrease. As the price further increases, quantity demand would again further decrease. Price increases, again it would decrease. Price increases, again it would decrease. That means if the US dollar is available for 74, will buy only $1. It's available for 73, will buy $2. 72, $3. As the price is decreasing, the quantity demand is increasing. As the price is increasing, the quantity demand is decreasing. Okay, that's what it means. And supply, yeah, and like we can also understand this one when it comes to supply, as like
Sir.
the dollar
Hello.
supply is the supply
Hello.
of US dollars by US residents who will sell their US dollars to buy other countries' currency.
Sir.
It has positive slope because
Hello.
the higher the price of US dollar, the lower the price of other currency will be in US dollars. Yeah.
Hello.
So like they would be supplying
Sir.
more dollars, it seems. When the price increases, the supply increases. For one, they'll supply uh, like uh, like that's what, like um, this is the demand curve and the supply curve goes in this way. Quantity of US dollars and price of US dollars in other currency. So suppose, let's say for one, for 70, $1 they will be ready to sell. Okay, for 71, $2, 72, $3, 74, 73, $4, 70. As the price is increasing, the supply they would like to supply more, isn't it so? Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Are you following?
Hello. Yes, sir. Your voice is stucking a bit, sir. Showing poor connection.
My voice is not clear.
Yes,
Hello.
a bit. Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, there's a disturbance. Fine. Can I call you again?
It's
Hello.
clear now. It's clear.
It's
I'll
clear,
let
na?
you know if
Okay,
it's not.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So what is happening is the supply curve is the supply of US dollars by US residents when who sell their US dollars to buy other countries' currency. It has positive slope because the higher the price of US dollar, okay, the lower the price of other currency will be in US dollars. Yes, if the higher the price of US dollar, that means if dollar is appreciating, the other currency would be less. The lower the price of other currency will be in US dollar. As a result, people in US will want to buy more imports from other country, and they will need more of that country's currency to pay for the foreign imports. The quantity of US dollars supplied on world currency market will increase because more people will sell their US dollars to buy other currency. Yes. So when the price of US dollar increases related to another currency, the US dollar has appreciated related to the currency. So that's what. So they want to buy more rupees, it seems now. Okay, so because the dollar value is high when compared to rupees, so what happens is like they want to shell out, they want to like, actually this is demand curve concept I've given. If I want to make a supply curve, I'll make like this. US residents will sell their US dollars to buy other country. Yeah, if they can get other countries currency at a cheaper rate, they would buy, they would like to pay more dollars for that currency, isn't it so? Because they want to import more goods.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's the reason why
Yes,
what
sir. Yes.
happens, supply curve would be from left to right upwards. So that's what they're saying. It has positive slope because the higher the price of US dollar, the lower the price of other currency. Other currency will be in US. Yes. So if the US dollar is appreciating, it was like for $1 we like it was 70. Okay. Now $1 is 74. Now you tell me, Zarina, in this case the US dollar has appreciated. Am I right? Hello. From
Yes,
$1
sir.
it has gone to 74. So now previously people were paying 70 for $1. Now they're paying 74 for $1. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you follow
Yes,
this?
sir. Yes, yes. I'm following.
Yeah. Previously they were paying 70 rupees for $1. Now people have to pay 74 rupees for $1. So the dollar has appreciated. So they want more rupees now. The people want more rupees now. Correct? So what would happen as the rupees, as the price is increasing for $1? Okay, people want more dollars now. The quantity of US dollar increases. Why? Because they want to sell more dollars to buy rupee. When $1 when $1 price is 70, and if $1 price is 74, people would like to buy more dollars in this case, isn't it so? So they would kind of shell out more number of dollars for rupees. In this, because of that, what happens, the supply curve increases, isn't it so? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, did you follow?
Yes, sir.
See, $1 is equal to 70 na, and $1 is equal to 80. So rupee has depreciated here. Dollar has appreciated. So the US people want to buy more rupees now because they can get more rupees with $1. So the supply curve goes up. Why? Because as they are getting $1, as they are getting more rupees for a dollar, they would be paying more and more quantity of dollars for buying more and more rupees, isn't it so? That's what. So more quantity and more rupees they want. Okay. So suppose if $1 they pay, they get somewhere around, they want more rupees, it seems. So as the quantity of dollars is increasing, the rupee is of less value, it seems. So they want to buy more quantity of rupees. Okay. Just a second. So you can give a reading to this once. So when the exchange rate is 70, that means they want to buy only, they only want to buy the rupee in terms of one unit of dollar. When they are getting more rupees, they are ready to like pay $2 for this exchange rate. When they are getting more cheaper rupees, they are ready to like what we say shell out $3 to buy a higher quantity of rupees. When they are getting for this, they are even ready to shell out more dollars for the quantity of rupees. If they get at 75, that means the rupee is at the least when compared to dollar. They are ready to supply $5 for this. That's what. Okay. Let's go ahead. So this is like okay. This is like what we have discussed. The same points you can go for understanding the floating system. So factors that influence supply of and demand for currency and thus influence exchange rates. See, like I will explain you a theory called purchase power parity. Okay, I'll explain you purchase power parity. So you will understand what is that no interest rate parity. I'll explain you interest rate parity right now. I think you have interest rate parity because when it comes to international finance, you should know that interest rate parity is. I'm just checking whether you have in that interest rate parity. So now what happens? Let's see. See one theory I will explain. Interest rate parity. See, for example, this is USA and this is India. The interest rates in US is 2%. The interest rates in India is, let's say, 7%. The inflation is high in India, of course, and since the inflation is high in India, the interest rates would be high in India. Okay, to control that inflation, the interest rates are high, and inflation is less in US, and the interest rates are less over there. Now, so $1 is equal to 70 is the exchange rate now. Okay, so what happens, the people in this is the spot rate, and I'm telling you this spot rate is not going to be the same after 1 year. Okay, because the supply and demand forces would show like would make this exchange rate, which is right now the spot rate, to change from this to some other rate. I will tell you what that rate will be after 1 year. So in India, the interest rates are 7%. In USA, the interest rates are 2%. Okay, and the spot rate is given to you. And the people from United States, they want to invest in India more and more. Why? Because they are getting higher interest in India. So one guy from US wants to invest $1,000 in India. So he will go to US. He will go to a US bank, exchange these dollars, and buy rupees, and he will get 70,000 rupees right now, and he will invest it in India. Okay, thinking that since there is like 5% more he's getting in India, he would be kind of taking that advantage of extra 5% interest what he's getting by investing in India. That's what his thought is. Okay, and that he wants to enjoy this benefit. Okay. So like the individual in US who thinks that he can make extra 5% by investing in India, that is the interest rate differential of 2% and 7%, which is 5%. Will he be successful in earning more in India? Do you think, Zarina? Will he be able to earn more in India? Hello?
Uh,
Hello?
no, ma'am.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Can he take advantage of this interest rate difference?
Yes.
But I would say no. Why?
Actually,
Because the interest rate parity theorem says with the passage of time, what he wants to derive, the additional interest, what he wants to earn from India, that would not be the case because the exchange rates would not be stable. Okay, so I will tell you how. Now what happens when people start showing lot of demand for rupee, so the dollar value depreciates and the rupee value appreciates. Because many people in United States, what they are doing, many people in United States, they're buying more and more rupees to invest in India. So what happens? The dollar supply increases and the rupee demand increases. So dollar would depreciate, rupee would appreciate. Then what would happen when they invest in India? Okay, after 1 year, let's say after 1 year, they want to take their investment back to their own country, correct? And during that point of time, the forward exchange rate we will find out. There's a formula for finding out the forward exchange rate. Yeah, I'll write the formula here. Spot rate into 1 plus interest rate in domestic market divided by 1 plus interest rate in foreign market. Okay, this is what is the case. Interest rate in domestic market divided by interest rate in foreign market. Now let's see what is happening. So spot rate is 70. Interest rate in domestic market in United States it is 2%. In India it is 7%. Can you tell me what's the answer, Zarina?
yes, sir, 1 minute.
No, 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 no. Just a second. I think this is not. Just a second. I'm just seeing the formula.
Point some. Uh,
Sorry. Yeah, yeah. You're getting right. Now what is happening? The rupee would appreciate, and then the rupee has to depreciate actually. Otherwise, this would not be possible. Just a second, please hold on. So now the exchange rate is 70. So what would happen is, okay, 70, 70,000 into, okay. So the forward exchange rate you're getting is 1.02 divided by 1.07 into 70. You're getting 66.7. Okay, fine. So now what would happen is, in 1 year in India, these guys are going to earn how much? 70,000 into 1.07 7%. Okay, interest. So they are going to earn 74,900 something in India. 74,900 they're going to earn in India. Okay, in 1 year. Again, now what happens? They have to take back this rupee from here to United States because they invested dollars in the beginning and now they are going to take more rupees. Okay, more rupees because they're going to take their amount invested and as well they're going to take this also, the interest from India to US. Now what happens? The rupee has to depreciate and the dollar has to appreciate. Okay, rupee has to depreciate and the dollar has to appreciate. But here what we are getting is 66.7. No, we would change here. We would put 7 here actually and 2 here. Because as from India's perspective, what we are seeing. Okay. Now can you just find out and tell me what's the answer? $73.43. Is it?
73.43.
Yeah, 73.43. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So now 73.43 is what is the rate. Why? Because the rupee has to depreciate and the dollar has to appreciate. Now this 73.43 we will divide with 74,900 and see in terms of dollars. $1020, correct? Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello.
So now you see, if the same US people, if they would have invested in United States $1,000 at the rate of 2%, it would have become 1020. Correct or wrong? Hello.
Correct. Correct.
So do you think is there any difference here? No, they invested in India and they thought of earning 5% extra in India. But what has happened is the exchange, the interest rate differential, what they wanted to earn, that they couldn't because the dollar, which was like rupee, which was 70, now has got depreciated. Okay. So the depreciation in the currency has wiped out the benefit what they were supposed to earn in the Indian currency by investing in India. Correct. So that is what is
Yes,
interest
sir.
rate parity. The market forces will not allow you to earn anything additional. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is very important theorem. I explained you why, because this theorem again would be applicable somewhere else even. So we will, like we have discussed till here, you can go through this. Now let's like see, yeah. Factors that influence supply and demand for currency and thus influence exchange rate. Inflation rates, relative inflation rates in two countries. Because we have seen in India the inflation rate is high, so the interest rates are high. So the relative interest rates in two countries, income levels in two countries, expectations of future exchange rates, and government controls. That would create the demand and supply in a demand and supply of currencies. Okay, these 5 factors. Now we will discuss each and everything in details in the next session regarding the relative inflation rates and each and every relative interest rates. Okay, the next class would be discussion of this all, Zarina. If I'm coming early in the evening, I'll try to take this session once again of these ones. Relative inflation rates, interest rates, income levels, and these 5 things. Okay? Hello?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, till that time you can go through them, so that if I come in the evening early, I'll try to take all this and try to finish them. We can start from here then. from here. No, this
Yes.
government control is also one of the factors. Yeah, then we'll start from fixed exchange rates. Okay, from here the things are different. That topic
Yes.
will be done. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.